Stepped on the scene, dripped in Celine. Whole crew shining, call me Mr. Clean. Came in from the back, walked right to the front. Dancing to the music, smoking on the. Got the women smiling, punk grilling me, looking all dusty. Black Force energy, I don't even drink, but the team pop bottles. Not here for the beef, but the Glock holds hollows. Think I'm cocky, but I think I'm worse. In this flexing like a Mr. Universe.
You are now tuned into the Boxing Bros. I'm Caden and I'm here with my co-host.
You know what it is? It's Commissioner, a.k.a. Trill Dollar Bill, a.k.a. Do your homework on be having bad hair days. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, the Commissioner Trill Dollar Bill.
And what's good, everybody? It's Caribbean G. You know, I'm on vacation right now, but I had to stop through to show love to the Boston Bro family. What's up? I'm in Jamaica right now.
Right near the beach.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Wagwan! It's that TVE, man. You know what it is, bro.
That's the worst Jamaican accent since Tay Diggs and how Stella got a groove back. That's all I'm saying.
I dropped the
The
ball.
worst Jamaican accent since that movie. Even trying to be phony, you still sounded better than TVE's Jamaican accent. All right, so let's not waste any time. The first topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is our reaction to Anthony Joshua versus Robert Helenius. And G had something to say, so he had to join us from Jamaica. G wasn't even going to get on the show today because he's on vacation. But after the performance last night, G said, send me the link. All right, my brother, Conspiracy G, Caribbean G today. What was your reaction to the fight?
Yo, listen, I know that in the past I've been, you know, at times judgmental of AJ's performance.
Praise him.
You know, but
praise him.
Oh, I'm not praising him today. No.
Let my man cook, man. Yo, let G cook, man.
Yeah, I'm just trying to simmer it. You know what I mean, real quick before I just drop the bomb on it. But I'm just trying to prep y'all. But I'm sorry, man. Your boy's not it. You know what I'm saying? So listen, yeah, he knocked out Helenius. However, he did in the 7th round. And that punch, I don't know, something's wrong with the dude Helenius because AJ was shooting that shot the whole time, but just kept missing, falling short, you know? So I'm like, Helenius, you know what this dude's trying to do. He's definitely trying to knock you out with one punch. You should be aware of that. But Helenius looked like he had his chin for sale. You know what I'm saying? Like, his chin up, like, please hit me. It was like almost to the point where I'm like, yo, did they pay Helenius to take a dive? You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's no here, no there. This dude, AJ, like, it was like a glimmer of the old AJ. But I don't know if it's his timing. He doesn't know his distance. Something's just off where there's no way he could do that against a guy like Wilder. So Helenius, to me, was a good last-minute replacement for a number of obvious reasons, right? And I didn't want people to go like, oh, you know what, AJ gets this, he has this pressure because Helenius got knocked out in the first round. AJ has to do it in the first round. I was like, yo, as long as AJ knocks him out, we good. But I'm sorry, that performance was just lackluster. It was like, maybe it could be his chemistry with Derek James. I'm not too sure, but it was like confusion. Derek's trying to tell him, like, yo, just trust the process. Like, yo, if anything, just keep throwing the jab, aim for the chest, this and that third. AJ's like, I don't know, the right hand. I'm like, damn, bro, like, this is Helenius we talking about. It's not like we really talking about like a killer. Like, that's why I was like, damn, yo, like, they calling this dude the Nordic Nightmare. And yeah, I was cracking jokes earlier, but I was like, he ain't no Nordic Nightmare. He's more of the Montgomery Massacre. Yo, he's like one of them white boys that just got beat up, you know, by that boat. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, man, he knew what time, but he knew his mission. His objective was to go in there, get beat up, and prepare AJ for Wilder. So in a way, he did that, but I don't know. I kind of felt like AJ could have did a lot better. And I don't want to put too much pressure on AJ, but I wasn't impressed by that performance. You know, Ned was texting the group talking about, yo, oh, AJ looked great. Nah, bro, he looked like trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. Let's just be real. You know what I mean?
It was
Like,
rubbish, G.
yo, it was rubbish. It was rubbish, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ned, I'm being honest, bro. Respectfully, your man's not it, dog. And yo, thank goodness they pushed it from December to January because it gives him an extra month, you know, to count his blessings. It gives him an extra month to count his blessings. But we all know what we eating in January. Straight up jollof, man. You know what I'm saying? Like just a pound of jollof rice and Nigerian bush meat, bro. That's what I see.
Yo, G, where they serving what they serving the jollof rice out of?
In a dumpster. You know what I'm saying? Extra seasoning. You know what I mean? Garbage. You should be ashamed of yourself, Ned. You know what I mean? Your boyfriend ain't it. Respectfully.
Hold on, wait, G. One last thing before we finish, man. So you know this was a short-term replacement, a short notice replacement. Yeah. What would have happened if it was Dillian White in that ring? What do you think might have happened if Joshua had to fight Dillian White last night?
I still think AJ would have beat Dillian, but it probably would have been the same performance. I'm gonna swing, miss, and then I'll finally get lucky and land one. Oh my God, AJ is back. Like if you think that's a return, y'all sadly mistaken. You know what I mean? You think Wilder's gonna give him that many chances, Ned?
Before we get in there, let me just ask you this question because everyone knows you're a Wilder supporter, you're a Wilder fan. As a Wilder fan, watching that performance from AJ last night, are you worried or even more encouraged that or more confident that Wilder finishes AJ?
Bro, listen. I want to actually double my bet with Ned. You know what I'm saying? We already got a $500 bet on that fight. Yo, we should just make it a whole stack. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how confident I am. Your man is certified. He's fast food, bro. You said let's do it?
Yo, he's instant jollof. He's not even real jollof. He's Uncle Ben's instant jollof.
Uncle Ben jollof. You know what I'm saying?
Here first.
Yo, you said, all right, word. Salute to Ned.
Wait,
man.
Ned, what did you just do, Ned?
Double up.
As the TVE's financial advisor.
Yo, Ned wanted to from my
He was just talking out of emotion. He's just talking out of emotion.
This dude, Ned, dog. This dude, Ned's crazy, dog.
He's just talking out of emotion. He didn't mean it. He
that ain't official. Y'all didn't shake on that. It hasn't been. That's not official.
Yo, Ned, you a man or what? You a man? My man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man.
Bow.
Word.
Let's do it.
I love simpletons.
Back, yo.
I love simpletons, man. You know what I'm saying?
You all just witnessed how people can't save Ned from himself. You feel me? Like, it's just crazy. All right, so now that G has gone.
TBE, I just want to let you know what I'm saying? If you want, I'm selling the Atlantic Ocean if you want to buy it. I'm for the low. For the low.
I gotta come check it out.
And I got the Pacific. if you wanna own both of them, you know what I'm saying? It's stun on everybody. You feel me? Come on, at me.
Stun on everybody.
Yo, all right, TBE, man. What was your reaction to the fight, and anything you want to say to G in response to what he had to say?
First off, G, watch your mouth. Like you just talking a little too crazy about AJ right now. That's not. I don't like it at all. And I come to defend my man. Pause. That sounded crazy.
It sounded like what it is. It sounded like exactly what it is.
My boo. You know
my guy,
stand by yo,
my
man.
guy, AJ. He looked solid last night. I ain't gonna lie. Yes, the offensive wasn't what we wanted it to be, but when he delivered, and that's the thing people are sleeping on AJ about. It's like they think, oh, he got the killer in him, but you got to bring the killer out of him. And I think in different situations he'll show you what he is, and this is what distinguished. Like the heavyweight division is different. Like you got Tyson Fury, Usyk, AJ, and Joseph Parker. You feel me? But
how can you say Wilder, yo?
I'm messing with you. That was a joke. But yeah, Wilder, all four of them, they all bring something different to the game. And I like what AJ does. And yes, before, when he got knocked out by Ruiz, he been a little timid, but last night, I think he's just changed his mind about, like, he really wants to box. He really wants to train. And he really, like, you see Wilder's like, I've been training, I've been doing this, I've been working on combinations. and he gets in the ring and he does the same thing. He just lands the right hand. That's his bread and butter. And I get it. I'm not gonna knock nobody for doing their bread and butter. AJ is showing you, yo, he's trying to be like quick. Like he looked fast last night. I ain't gonna lie. He looked fast. Yes, though he panicked on some punches. Like when he threw that, he would throw a left hook, and it's just like, yo, that's not like you. That was a little risky, but it's hilarious. You know, it's hilarious. But when he landed, and I know he's not here. He's like, yo, let me see what they're doing. Like you know, I'm not gonna just jump right into killer mode, but like let me just test them out. And he was testing them out, and everything Hellenius threw at him wasn't really effective. Yeah, I don't know if AJ's face is like softening up because he did get like it looked like it was swelling, like a little, like you know, like the little love taps were affecting him, but it's like it didn't do anything to cause him like, oh, I might lose this fight, because every round I watched, I gave it all to AJ. So AJ, you looking good, bro. You looking good, bro. Pause. Again, pause. Like y'all look like y'all froze. Pause.
Hey, yo, AJ, you looking sexy, yo.
You had too many the Bahama over there. But not AJ, you look solid. Like you look.
Yeah, Bossy Boy man. Bossy Boy man.
I appreciate
pride.
your ring performance.
Not that kind.
I appreciate your ring performance. And you know, it's nothing like to be. It's Hellenius we talk about. Hellenius, you at one point Kaunaki was like, yo, the talks like he could be up there with the top 5, and he's not. He's nowhere near that. He don't got the heart. He don't got the strength. And Hellenius, it is what it is. You know, after the Wilder fight and the AJ fight, that's 2 solid losses on your resume. But I still feel AJ got it in him, and he's gonna prove it. He's gonna prove it to us when this big fight go down. And you know, I don't want to foreshadow, but we here, G. We already doubled up. Yo, it's already stacked on this fight.
You already lost your money, bro. You need a guardian.
All right, yo. So since you doubled up, why don't you tell everyone what's the double up now? What's the bet now?
It's a band, yo. We better stack $1,000, yo. You know.
Okay.
If you don't know, 1,000 P's, bro. If you from the from the trenches in the UK, 1,000 P's is on this fight, bro.
So hold on, yo, Ned. I don't want to hear nothing about no payment plans, no that situation like last time. Man, I think it's money. Don't you still owe me money?
Off air.
Off air. Okay.
Don't be unprofessional. You being unprofessional now, yo.
Oh, all right.
Y'all talk about the payment plan off air.
Off air, yo. We handle that off air. Like, come on.
All right. My bad.
AJ's not gonna lose. AJ's not gonna lose. When AJ's ducking, looking crazy in front of your boy, he's like, ooh. The hell.
Yo, man, remember you said all this foolishness. You said all that foolishness with TC and Spence, and you remember you was like, oh my God, what you think is gonna happen when your boy gets flatlined, bro, by Wilder?
But what happens?
You have a stroke, bro. You gonna be hurting, man. You know what I'm saying?
What happened when your boy get flatlined?
Yo, watch your mouth. We already. Yo, look, you know what's funny? Look at Trill. Look at Caden. These dudes used to be the AJ number 1 and number 2, number 3 supporters.
They haven't even gone yet.
Some dudes is like,
I haven't said a word. I haven't said a word yet.
They're not helping you.
They're
not saying, yeah, yo, Ned, go for that bet, son. They're all like, yo, don't do that.
I would just say this. I've been watching boxing for a long time. I've never seen AJ flatline, but I have seen Wilder flatline. So
facts.
Just leave it. I'll just say that.
Hey, I'm willing to take multiple.
I'm just saying. It's just people forget reality sometimes. But like in reality, I've only seen Wilder get flatline, not AJ.
And just to quote G, Tyson Fury got pillow fist. You think he gonna really knock Wilder out? And I stood on it and said, yeah. So don't play with me, G. Hey, don't play AJ. AJ, you know your man's fool.
That was the old G. That was the wrong G. You know
that was the wrong. Same old G to me.
Wait, G. So are you saying that is still G23?
Yo, listen, G23 is right and exact. You know what I'm saying? That old G I talking about was G22. It don't even rhyme. You know what I mean? So it's like
it was doomed from the start. So what's
gonna
happen in 24? What's gonna happen with G24, dog?
Yo, it's a continuation.
They gonna lose some more. That's all.
G24. He gonna lose some more. I like it. I like it, man. I like it. All right, Trill Dollar Bill, man. You've been sitting here witnessing the back and forth between G and the TBE. What was your reaction to the fight?
Keep it 100, Trill.
Too much thinking, not enough swinging. Not enough swinging for me. You know, not a lot of combinations for me. It was like he was thinking too much in there. You know, it's like you know how like you talked about it before. Like, you know how somebody relies on their trainer too much instead of just going out there and letting them things go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what I had the problem with last night. That's what I think AJ was doing. You know, great knockout. I didn't like the performance. You know, it was too much thinking for me. And then I wasn't really big on him knocking out Helenius too soon. I know Helenius was going to be on point this time after being KO'd by Wilder. I knew that he was going to, you know, he was going to have all his antennas, you know. You know, it took AJ a while, you know, to get into the rhythm and to catch Helenius. But it was an impressive knockout. I just wasn't impressed with the fight and AJ's movement. For me, it was just a little too tight, a little too much thinking, and maybe you just need more time with Derrick James. You know what I'm saying? So where it's just flowing.
But he looked good though. Pause. But he looked good.
Nah, I know he had a good knockout. To me, he didn't look good. He had a good knockout.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I see that he's learning. He's just thinking too much. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I gotta say about that. TV, you wow, TV.
I just want to say I had no part in any of that. Dollar Bill had no part in any of that. I don't know.
So now you good? You want to tell us? No, now you want to tell us something?
Yeah, yo. Come on, man. Come on. It's AJ.
Oh my
dog.
God! What the hell is going on out this front?
AJ, dog. Like, come on,
It's
son.
AJ.
Like,
It's
They
different
do
when
it for AJ.
it's AJ, man. Yo, get the,
he's like, it ain't suspect if it's AJ. Oh,
It's
Yeah,
AJ,
they're
man.
gonna do-
man.
Yo, see, you know what I mean? See, True, here's what happened earlier. You were talking about selling him the Atlantic, right?
Mhm.
But what he really wanted to purchase was that Frank Ocean.
Oh,
All right, yo, I'm chilling. All right, yo. Let's get down to this. All right, yo. Here's my thought on the performance. I knew it was a lose-lose from the start. And you can go and check Twitter when Complex and G was saying, you know what? That's not a bad replacement. I already knew where they were going to go with this. And I knew the only way AJ was going to get credit for his performance was if he knocked Helenius out with the first punch that he landed. And even if AJ did that, the Wilder fans were going to be like, so what? Wilder already did it. He did it at the Wilder. There was really no way for him to win because in actuality, if you want to be fair, Wilder had just sparked out Helenius in the most perfect way you can knock out anyone. And not only that, another reason why I knew there was no way AJ would be able to top that performance is because I was there. I was there with these brothers right here. And we all heard the shot when it landed. It sounded like a car wreck. It echoed throughout the entire arena. And Helenius was on the floor for like 5 minutes. Scared the hell out of Wilder. He thought he killed the man. You know what I mean? Like, for real. I knew there was no way AJ could top that performance. And he's going into a fight with that guy. So I already I already knew it was a replacement opponent to pick. Now, people can say whatever they want, but everything I said came to fruition. G, the same guy who's talking about how much of a good replacement it was, is now running his mouth the same way I knew he would, the same way I predicted he would, the same way Complex would be up here running his mouth if he was up here based on AJ's performance. But let's talk about a few things. Hellenius was a short notice replacement for Anthony Joshua, whereas Deontay Wilder had a full camp for Robert Hellenius. These are other things I knew. So when Anthony Joshua was preparing for Dillian White, you have weeks of preparing with a cautious, aggressive style for a fighter like Dillian White, and then they switch it to Robert Hellenius, and you automatically want Anthony Joshua to forget the months, the weeks of learning and preparing for Dillian and flip the switch and then automatically change everything he's been learning to spark out Hellenius. It doesn't really work that way. And then you got to think about it as an athlete. The one thing I used to hate when I played football was we would go over like 30 plays. We'd go over like 30 plays the entire week on offense, 30 plays. Then we get in the game and the coach only called 15. And we'd be like, yo, we like the other plays. We like some other plays, run other plays. The coach weren't calling the same 15 plays. It used to really piss me off. And if you're AJ and you're trying to learn new things and you want to figure out if these things work, you've been working on these techniques with Derek James, and now everyone's like, throw it out the window. Just go straight forward and do what you've been doing since 2015. If you're AJ, that's kind of like, that's not appealing to you. You were really hoping to see if you improve, see how you evolved as a fighter, and now everyone's telling you to do something you've been doing since 2015. So that's another thing I knew. So one short notice replacement for AJ. For Deontay Wilder, he had a full training camp. The other thing for Deontay Wilder was he had prior knowledge, more recent prior knowledge of Hellenius because they sparred a lot of rounds with each other. So Deontay Wilder knew, and Malik Scott said this, he knew that Hellenius is actually pretty good when you attack him. But when you let Hellenius go on the attack, he doesn't defend himself. He doesn't know how to protect himself from counters. Malik Scott said he knew that. And we're going to show you a video of Hellenius when he's talking about it. He said once the bell rung and Wilder started backing up, he was like, something's different about this. I've never seen Wilder do this. So they knew how to attack Hellenius. When you look at AJ, when he was fighting Hellenius, he was going forward. He was actually taking the fight to Hellenius. If you look at Wilder, when Wilder was fighting Hellenius, Wilder was on the back foot because he knew how to beat Hellenius. He knew based on their strategy. So even when you look at the knockout that Wilder had on Hellenius, he's going backwards while Hellenius is coming in to attack him. You look at the knockout that AJ had on Hellenius, AJ's actually going to attack Hellenius. So the perception that Wilder's the killer who's just going to come in at you, that's not how he knocked out Hellenius. He actually knocked out Hellenius by setting a trap. He knocked out Hellenius by going to the corner, making Hellenius comfortable to jump in on him and then countering him with a right hand. AJ knocked out Hellenius by setting a trap as well. He feinted to the body and got Hellenius to, put his hands down, and then he came over the top with a right hand, but AJ's knockout was on the attack. So there's that. Overall, AJ's performance would have been solid had we not seen Deontay Wilder spark out Hellenius in 90 seconds. Or less. Like, it was crazy. Like, when you talk about fast food, Hellenius was fast food for Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder turned the Nordic nightmare into a sweet dream. You understand? That's what happened with Deontay Wilder. But for Anthony Joshua, he needed more rounds because, one, like Trill said, Robert Hellenius was going to be more cautious, and I knew this going in. He wasn't going to jump in on AJ the way he jumped in on Wilder. And there were times in the fight where AJ was standing there hoping Hellenius would jump in on him, and Hellenius wouldn't jump in on him. Hellenius was more cautious because he knew what happened to him with Wilder. So that automatically made the fight different than the fight with Deontay Wilder. It was a solid performance by AJ. He showed good things. He showed a good jab. He showed a good right hand. He showed good movement. He showed all those things. But the performance was never going to live up to Deontay Wilder's performance. He was never going to win in the court of public opinion. That's why I said it was a bad opponent from the beginning. What did I learn from this fight? Go ahead, TBE.
When I say it sounds crazy. When you say it's okay, you know. I said everything you said.
I'm going to tell you something about that. I'm going to tell you something about that. I'm going to tell you something about that, right? When I was in law school, they rank you in law school, at least the law school I went to. And the number one student in my class, I used to study with him, but I didn't know that he was the number one student in my class. And whenever you wrote like an answer to exam, they would take like the number one student's answer as the model answer, cross out like his student ID number or his or her student ID number, name, and then like give it to you as an example to compare it to your answer. And I read that answer and I was like sitting with my boy who I didn't know was the number one student in our class. And I was like, but I said the same thing the model answer said. And then my boy would be like, yeah, but the model answer added this. The model answer gave comparisons. The model answer also said why this was that way. Then I was like, okay, but on this one, I said the same thing as the model answer. He kept breaking down how it was different. And I say this to say this to you. It's in the details, like he told me. It's in the details. What you think you say, what I say, listen to it again and see the details are so much different. And you know what? He made me better because after that, I became better with my answers for law school and I started to get better grades. So when you think you're saying the same thing, listen to the details. Listen to how you support your argument. What kind of facts are you using to support your argument? Are you making the conclusions? Are you just rambling on and then making everybody confused? Do people understand where you're landing the plane? Do you understand where you're landing the plane? You understand what I'm saying? So before you say he says it and then I say it, just evaluate yourself. You understand what I'm saying?
I got it, 100%. Right. Thank you.
All right. So anyways,
we shall see.
Watch your mouth.
I think so.
AJ gonna violate your man's coming soon. AJ versus Wilder coming soon. AJ about to knockout. Easy.
I was just letting them roll with the banner. Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros, and we're just getting started. And In My Soul video out now.
Can you feel me? Came so cold in my cell, all them lonely nights. Stay 10 toes. Knives and them fists.